Hello all. In today's session we are going to talk about the very important parameter that is nothing but the antenna radiation efficiency. It is called as a ECD, that is you can say conduction dielectric efficiency, or it will be denoted by K. Now while calculating directivity we used power radiated by the antenna. When some power, say P in, is supplied to the antenna, all of this power is not going to radiate it. So total P in power will not be radiated. Some power is wasted or as a loss. So there are two types of the losses. If we talk about the losses, there will be the two types of losses. The first loss is nothing but the conduction loss, and the second loss is nothing but the dielectric loss. So totally these two losses will be called as the I square R losses. So while calculating antenna efficiency, these two losses of an antenna are very difficult to calculate. So they are actually measured. Even after a measurement they are difficult to separate, and they are lumped together to represent the loss resistance. So here we can say that RL is nothing but a loss resistance, which is nothing but the combination of this conduction loss plus the dielectric loss. The power which is radiated is supposed to due to the radiation resistance. So another resistance comes into the existence, which is nothing but the radiation resistance. So all the losses will be considered as loss resistances, and the radiation resistance will be considered as the radiation resistance. So the radiation resistance is supplied, sorry, you can say we are going to talk right now about the whenever you are going to give some power to the antenna, say P in, and how much power is going to radiate it. Okay, so we'll see the equivalent circuit for these two things. So here I have an antenna to which I am giving the input power, say P in. So I have supplied some power to this antenna, some power will get radiated, and I can say the equivalent circuit for this will be given like this. So I am considering all the losses, that is nothing but the RL. The radiation will be considered here as the RR, and whatever power will be radiated will be called as the P radiated. So this is RL, which represents the losses, which are nothing but the conduction loss and the dielectric loss, and this resistance represents the radiation. So this is the antenna and its equivalent circuit. So I am drawing here the antenna and its equivalent circuit. Now the antenna radiation efficiency. Now here as we are interested right now in calculating the antenna radiation efficiency, let us denote this antenna radiation efficiency with ECD. So ECD is nothing but the antenna, I can say, conduction dielectric efficiency. So this is antenna conduction dielectric efficiency. Now this will be the refined as the power delivered to the radiation resistance to the power delivered to RR and RL. So mathematically, if I am interested in calculating this particular K or ECD, I can represent this particular term in this particular way. So here I'll see this, you can say the antenna conduction efficiency ECD is equal to P radiated divided by input given to the antenna. So you can say this will be the RR divided by RR plus RL. As this is the ratio, this quantity will be the dimension, or you can say unit will not be there, this will be the dimensionless quantity. Now this efficiency is also denoted by K and is used to relate the gain and directivity. So for practical antenna always some losses are present. So then the term you can say, if your this particular term RR plus RL will always be greater than RR, as there will be the losses, always you're having some of the losses over there, so making K less than 1. So always your this efficiency will be less than 1. So if you consider the ideal antenna, for an ideal antenna with no loss, you will have RL is equal to 0. So the efficiency will be equal to 1. So always with the lossless antenna you will have efficiency is equal to 1. So for practical antenna, K is less than 1, or for ideal antenna you will have K is equal to 1. So these are the two conditions when you are talking about the antenna. Now let us talk about the antenna efficiency. Just now we have talked about the losses within the structure of the antenna, but there are some loss at the input terminal of the antenna also. So the first loss which we have right now discussed about nothing but the losses within the structure of an antenna. Now we'll talk about the second loss, which is nothing but the loss at the input terminal of an antenna. So this loss is due to the reflection at the input or due to the mismatch between the transmission line and the antenna impedance. Thus when some power is supplied to the antenna, the part of that particular power will be reflected. So this reflections is nothing but the mismatch of impedances. And the second loss is nothing but the, you can say, I square R effect losses, which we have seen in the previous session. So we can see how that particular reflections takes place. So this is nothing but the antenna, whereas you are having this kind of the structure and some reflections within that particular antenna, and these are nothing but the I square R loss. So if we see this antenna, we will have a transmission line. So up till here we can consider these are nothing but the transmission line, and this particular structure will be considered as the antenna. So within the structure of the antenna you will have the I square R losses, and at the transmission line and with the connection to the antenna you will have the reflection, or you can say the losses due to mismatch in the impedance. So when we take into account both these losses to calculate the efficiency, it is referred to the total antenna efficiency. So how we are going to calculate the total antenna efficiency? So ET is equal to ER ECD. Now ER here we have already gone through, but we'll again see, where we know that ET is nothing but the total efficiency, which right now we are calculating, and the next one is nothing but the ECD. So this is conduction dielectric efficiency. So I can say this is the conduction dielectric efficiency. Then ER. Now ER is nothing but the reflection efficiency. So when you talk about the reflection efficiency, this you know that this is equal to 1 minus 2 mod tau square. Now where we know that our tau is nothing but the reflection coefficient. So tau is equal to reflection coefficient. So already we have discussed about this reflection coefficients. We know that reflection coefficient can be calculated using this formula. So reflection coefficient is equal to Z in minus Z0 divided by Z in plus Z0, whereas Zin is nothing but the input impedance and Z0 is nothing but the characteristic impedance. So we'll calculate this total efficiency here. ET is equal to ECD 1 minus tau square, the mod of the tau square you can say. So if the antenna is perfectly matched, the reflection coefficient will be 0 and your total efficiency will be equal to. So if antenna is perfectly matched, ET is equal to ECD as is equal to 0. Reflection coefficient will be 0 in this case. Okay, now let us solve the problem based on this particular thing, which says that the antenna is supplied Let us solve one of the problem. The antenna is supplied with the power of say 10 watts. Calculate the power radiated when the efficiency of the antenna is 90%. So solution is nothing but the we can say we are interested in the conduction dielectric efficiency, so we relate P radiated and P in, which is used to calculate the P radiated. So I can say K is equal to P radiated divided by P in. So P radiated is equal to K into P in, which is nothing but the 0.9 into 10, which is nothing but the 9 watts. So this is nothing but the how you can calculate the radiated power if efficiency is the 90%, and it is very straightforward. If 10 watt of the power will be given, 90% efficiency, only 9 watt power will be transmitted. Now let us see the relationship between your G and a D, as we have already gone through the two definitions. Relation between antenna gain and directivity of the antenna. So to understand the difference between gain and the directivity, the expression for directivity which we have already seen, that D is equal to 4 pi U divided by P radiated. So here we used output of the antenna, that is radiated power, as a reference, but for the gain, antenna input is used as the reference. So these two references with respect to antenna terminals is shown so in the figure which we have seen. So G is equal to 4 pi U divided by P in. So you can see that the difference in this D, that 4 pi U divided by radiated power, in the gain 4 pi U divided by P input. So using the relationship between P in and P radiated, now we know that what is the relationship between P in and the P radiated. So P in is equal to P radiated divided by, I can say, K. ठीक है, you can use that K is nothing but the ECD, so anyone you can use here, either K or ECD. ठीक है, so if you put the values over there, I can write, thus I can write here G is equal to, so I'll write this 4 pi U divided by, now you can say P radiated by K, which is K 4 pi U divided by P radiated, or you can write G is equal to K into D. ठीक है, so here you can understand that this D is nothing but the directivity over there. So here I can write again that if this is my antenna, these are nothing but the radiations. I have given the power as P in, and the radiated power I can say is nothing but the P radiated. You can write these are the input terminals, these are the input terminals, so these are the gain reference I can say, and these are nothing but the output terminals, whereas you can say these output terminals are nothing but the directivity reference. So here we can see how these two things are related. So here if we consider the maximum D, that is D0, then the G is also maximum. So if your D is D0, that is maximum, your G0 will be KD0, means you can say your gain is also maximum. So if your directivity is maximum, gain will be maximum. So this is the relationship between your gain and the directivity. Now here K or ECD will take care of only conductor dielectric loss. So when the reflection loss is considered, K or ECD should be replaced by ET. So here if I am interested here in calculating the maximum gain, G0 is equal to ET D0. So this ET is ER, ECD D0, whereas ECD 1 minus, I can say, the reflection coefficient into D0. Now gain can be measured by comparing the radiation intensity of the antenna under test with the reference antenna. So here if you are interested in the gain of any antenna, it will be the intensity of that particular antenna with the reference antenna. So the reference antenna is usually a dipole, horn, or any other antenna whose gain can be calculated or no. So in most of the cases the reference antenna is a lossless isotropic antenna. So here we'll consider that our reference antenna is nothing but the isotropic antenna. Now we know that isotropic antenna is the antenna which radiates equal amount of power in all the directions. So thus if my reference antenna is isotropic antenna, G is U, that is antenna under test, divided by U0. U0 is the radiation intensity of isotropic antenna. So we know that it is nothing but the P in divided by 4 pi. So if I am calculating the gain of such antenna, G is equal to 4 pi U antenna under test divided by P in of the lossless isotropic source. So here you need to calculate the input power which is given to the lossless isotropic source plus 4 pi and intensity of the antenna under test. So in practice, whenever the term gain is used, usually refers to the maximum gain as defined. Usually the gain is expressed in terms of the decibel. So if I am interested in the gain in the decibel, you can write the G0 in the dB is equal to 10 log to the base 10, whereas G0, which is nothing but the dimensionless. So this is all about, you can say, the relationship between your gain and the directivity. Now let us talk about the comparison between G and D. So though the gain of the antenna is closely related to the directivity, so gain of any antenna is closely related with, you can say, directivity. So though they are closely related, the term gain takes into account the efficiency of the antenna. So gain takes into account the efficiency of the antenna as well as the directional capability, which is decided by radiated power. Okay. So but the directivity is described in the terms of the directional properties, so and therefore controlled only by the pattern. So here talks only about the directional properties, so they are only controlled by the pattern or the directional radiation pattern of that antenna. Since the value of k lies between, we know that our value of k, that is efficiency, lies between 0 to 1, we find the gain is less than or equal to d. So G is always less than or equal to d. So if we see the summary here, then if we want to summarize the relationship of G or comparison of these two things, we can summarize. So we can write here, for an ideal antenna, suppose you are having an ideal antenna. So ideal antenna, for an ideal antenna you can say no reflection. So there will be no reflection loss. So if there is no reflection loss, you can write your gain is equal to directivity. So the second condition, for lossy antenna, you are having a lossy antenna but you don't have reflection loss, then you can say G is equal to KD. So ECD into D, whereas we are assuming that there is no reflection loss. Now for the, you can say, the antenna is again a lossy antenna. Now it is having a reflection loss. So you can consider here G is equal to ETD, whereas ET is nothing but the reflection loss, efficiency you can consider, and CD into the D. So ECD 1 minus mod of reflection coefficient square into D. So this is all about the comparison between, you can say, your directivity and the gain. So we'll stop here, and in the next session probably we'll talk about the problems based on this relationship. So thank you.